My wife texted me from Las Vegas, just married my friend. You're sad, BW. I told her. Cool. The next morning, police were at my door. I, a 34-year-old man, got the text at 2:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. My wife, Linda, 31, was supposed to be at a work conference in Vegas. The message had a picture of her and William, her coworker, holding up marriage certificates outside of a tacky chapel. The full text said, "Just married William. Been sleeping with him for 8 months. You're pathetic, BTW. Your limp dick energy made this so easy. Enjoy your sad little life." I stared at my phone for about 30 seconds and then typed back, "Cool." Before she could answer, I got to work. See, Linda may have been sneaky about her affair, but she was terrible at managing her money. The house, the main accounts, even her credit cards were just authorized user cards on my accounts. By 3:15 a.m., I had canceled all of her cards, changed every password she knew, removed her as an authorized user on everything, and called a 24-hour locksmith. It cost me $300, but it was worth it. I took a screenshot of everything for my records. The locksmith came at 4 a.m., and by 5 a.m., new locks were installed, and I even changed the garage code. I went back to sleep, and at 8 a.m., I woke up to the sound of 2 angry police officers pounding on my door. "Sir, we got a call about a domestic incident. Your wife says you locked her out of her home." I showed them the Vegas marriage text, which said, "She's not my wife anymore. She married someone else 5 hours ago." The older cop's eyebrows went up, and I could see his mouth twitch as she said, "You stole her things and money, officers. I have proof that this is my house that I bought before we got married. The credit cards were in my name, and she was just an authorized user. I haven't touched any of her personal items." When they asked to see proof that the text was real, I showed them my phone with the times. The older cop then told his radio operator, "You need to figure this out through lawyers. We can't force him to let you in if you married someone else." I could hear Linda screaming into the radio as the cops left, telling me not to destroy her things. I told them that everything would be waiting for her outside. "Yes, this is real. No, we don't have kids. Thank God. Yes, I'm getting a lawyer, so." Linda showed up that afternoon with William, her mom, Barbara, and her sister Susan. William looked like he wanted to be anywhere else. Guess the Vegas high wore off quick when he realized his new wife was homeless and broke. They tried everything. Barbara threatened to call the cops again. I reminded her how that went. Susan called me a controlling psycho. William tried to act tough until I mentioned I'd be forwarding their wedding photo to HR at their company. They have a strict no fraternization policy. Linda ugly cried about how I was financially abusing her. I'd already packed her stuff in boxes and put them in the garage, told them they had 1 hour to load up and leave. The best part, Linda tried to use her credit card at the U-Haul place, declined. William had to pay. His face was priceless. But here's where it gets good. My lawyer called yesterday. Linda's trying to claim she was drunk and manipulated into the Vegas marriage. She wants it annulled and wants to claim rights to our house because we were still technically married when she left for Vegas. My lawyer literally laughed. "She sent you written proof of adultery and bigamy. She's done for." Also found out through mutual friends that William's been living in his mom's basement, he thought. Linda had money. More updates coming. This is far from over. Update to buckle up, because Linda went full nuclear first. She started a social media campaign, posted everywhere that I was an abusive narcissist who trapped her in a loveless marriage and forced her to find love elsewhere. Her mom and sister shared it everywhere. Some of our mutual friends actually believed it, but Linda forgot one thing. I'm friends with David, who's basically the tech genius of our friend group. He helped me recover some very interesting Facebook messages between her and William going back over a year, including her bragging about how she was playing the long game and securing the bag before leaving me. My favorite message: "He's so stupid. I've been moving money from our joint grocery account for months. Almost have enough for my dream wedding with you, baby." Yeah, about that joint grocery account, it was actually just my account that I let her use for household expenses. I pulled the statements. She'd been withdrawing cash for groceries and spending maybe half the rest, who knows. I posted the screenshots. 1. She got her dad to call my boss and say I was bothering his daughter. My boss knew the whole story and told him to go away. 2. She tried to break into the house at 3 a.m. My new cameras caught it all. She was screaming about her grandmother's jewelry, which she was still wearing because, you know, she's still alive. 3. She said I killed her cat. We've never had a cat. And 4. She started calling my mom, crying about how she made a mistake and William doesn't mean anything. My mom told her, You should have thought about that before sleeping with him for 8 months. Dear, but the height of her entitlement came yesterday when William's mom, Sarah, called me and told me to be a man and take Linda back because William can't afford a wife and made a mistake and young men do stupid things. I asked her if she was serious when she said she wanted me to take back a woman who cheated on me so her son wouldn't have to deal with the consequences. Well, that makes you sound selfish. Marriage is about forgiving each other. I ended the call last night. Linda sent one last text from a friend's phone. You ruined my life. I hope you're happy. I replied, yes, thanks for asking, and then I blocked that number as well. Tomorrow is the first hearing for the divorce. My lawyer says it will be short because she committed bigamy. I can't wait. Last change. The judge's face lit up when Linda wore a white dress to divorce court to be divorced for marrying another man. Her lawyer tried to argue that the Vegas marriage didn't count because she was emotionally unstable and under duress from William. The judge asked what duress meant in this case, and she said that he told her things that made her think that leaving her marriage was the only option. My lawyer stood up and said, Your Honor, I have 73 pages of Facebook messages showing Mrs. What last name is she using now. Actively planning this for over a year. The judge looked at them and said, Ma'am, did you write can't wait to see? His stupid face when he realizes I took him for everything. Linda turned red, but that wasn't the whole story. What about that silence makes it better? The divorce was finalized, and she got her personal belongings, and the car that she's still making payments on. But she has to pay me alimony for 6 months because I helped her through her certification program last year. It's only $500 a month. But the look of anger on her face outside the courthouse was worth $1 million. Barbara yelled at me that I was taking her baby. Susan tried to throw coffee at me, but it missed and hit Sarah Williams' mom, who had come to support young love. The two moms got into a coffee fight, and security had to step in. Surprise ending. William wasn't even there. Sarah's screams said he was already seeing a 22-year-old bartender he met at his wedding reception, also known as the casino bar. Linda started crying. Not pretty tears, full of snot and everything. She kept saying, this isn't how it was supposed to go. Her sister tried to comfort her. It's okay, sweetie. I can't let you stay with me because your apartment smells like cats and sadness. Susan even looked tired after that last thing I heard.